I don't know about others, but thank you. Vasant Pallavi, as was presented, was again in a 4-beat rhythmic cycle. One great thing about Pallavi is there is a continuation in the thala, in the sense the feet doesn't stop even for a minute. There is no rest, even if the upper body is in a stance. Even the upper body is 1/4 of the movement, the feet always complements it. And as the pace of the dance increases, actually the upper body drops by 1/8 and the feet continues to grow in speed. That is a very unique feature of Odissi, is the torso movement along with the lower body movement. Usually you find one or the other in all the dance forms, but we tremendously work on our upper bodies and lower footwork, and it's an amalgamation of two. So it's what it means is it's a little more turnover time for a dancer to be up on stage. Why I'm doing this to you? Because I'm trying to buy some time while the kids change. So I'm going to torture you a little more with my knowledge of Odissi. You can stop me at any point of time with whatever things you have to throw at me, I'll take it. I would love to invite up on stage Sahana and Drishti to speak a few words about their friends. These kids have all learned and grown up together, done workshops for 8 hours at a stretch, have lunch, hung around together. So who better to speak about their friends than for Sahana and Drishti? Come on, girls. Sahana and Drishti are also senior students and they will be graduating in a few years. We'll have Sahana speak.
Hi, I've been dancing with Keshav since I was little, and it's almost longer than I can remember. Keshav is such a phenomenal dancer, and it's a privilege to dance with him, and he really inspires me to dance better. His footwork is so strong, sometimes I jump when I'm getting in the water. And he always makes me strive to do better, and when I make small mistakes that even I don't notice, he kindly corrects me, and he's like an older brother, and I'm gonna miss having dance class with him. And I hope he has the best in his future. And thank you.
My name is Drishti. I've been dancing with Keshav for just over 4 years now, and he's such an amazing dancer to watch, as you guys have seen. His hands are so precise, and his footwork is so strong, and he's just so fun to watch. And in class, he's so nice to be around because even though he's taking the time to learn for himself, he always has time to come and show us how to do a new step or how to practice that new dance that we just learned. And I'm not going to see him as much time. He's going away to college, but the last 4 years have been really nice, and it's been great spending time with him and learning from him.
Thank you, Drishti and Sahana. We need to stall for time. I don't say jokes, otherwise I would have entertained you. Other than dance and music, unfortunately, I don't know anything else to do. We will wait for Keshav and Shreya to kindly gather themselves together. As you know, this form is so rigorous and this dance is so tremendously involved. So there are times that you need a little bit of break, and we have been up and running for the last 4 weeks without non-stop. So I'm glad we are able to be here tonight. Let me talk to you a little bit about the costume. Why it is the way it is, what we are wearing, and why do we wear what we wear. The uniqueness about the Odissi costume is we wear silk, pure silk, which is handmade in Orissa, in our state. And we wear silver jewelry, which is called the filigree jewelry. Again, it is a handmade in Orissa. It is our way of supporting the artisans back home, and this is how traditionally it was done thousands of years ago. And traditionalists like myself and some of my Guru Bhais and Guru Bens around the world, and whoever is from the Kelchur Mahabharata style of dancing, we try to stick to the traditions and try to make maintain the original style of costume and jewelry. The headgear that we wear used to be pure flowers, they used to be fresh flowers that the Maharis picked up every day. They would go out, pick up the flowers, they would string them and wear them in the hair. What it signifies is the rising sun, and the chuda, or on top that the women wear, signifies the temple dome. So basically we treat our bodies as temples, and we take the time to dress up. Is as important to perform as it is to dress up. It is the process of getting to know yourself, respecting yourself for who you are, and the whole process is the tradition of the dance. So I see my dancers ready. Keshav is still getting ready. Have you ever heard of a man taking so long to get ready? Oh, he's there. Oh! Sorry, these lights are blinding me. So the next we have a very, very favorite piece of mine. It is called Abhinaya from the Odissi repertoire. The Abhinaya is based on the song Shuddha Kamala, an expressional dance which is an enactment of a song or a poetry, whereby a story is conveyed to the audience through mudras or hand gestures, bhavas or facial expressions, eye movements, body movement. The dance is not only fluid and graceful, but sensuous, and it carries a meaning or a story. This is the first time shabdam or words are introduced into the dance. So far it was notations. Cham tarita jina na cham tarita jina. They were just rhythmic notations. For Batu we have ta, kiti taka di, kiti taka ta di, kiti taka je, kiti taka je, jinam ta ta. That was the bowl from the Pakhavach. So far we have never used actual words to depict a song. This is the first time we will be using words. The Abhinaya tonight Shreya and Keshav are going to perform is based on the poem written by the 12th century Odia poet Sri Joyadeva. The dance dances to the glory of Lord Krishna, depicting the various forms of the Lord. From depicting Krishna, who killed the seven-headed snake, Kaliya, by jumping into the river, coming to rid the world of the two evil demons, Madhu and Mura, riding on his celestial chariot driven by Garuda, the half bird and half man. As Rama, who married Sita, the daughter of King Janaka, and rid the world of the Sasana, or the 10-headed demon, as we know Ravana. Sri Jayadeva pays homage to all the prevailing forms of the Lord. This is based on the 7-beat cycle of rhythmic cycle, which is called Rupakatala, and it is going to be presented by Keshav and Shreya, and it has been choreographed again by Padma Vibhushan Guru Sri Kelucharan Mahapatra. But I have improvised the piece because it was initially meant as a solo piece, and we are presenting it tonight to you in the form of a duet. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.